In February 1954, Soviet scientist Vladimir Demikov, a pioneer of organ transplantation, conducted one of the most bizarre experiments in medical history, the creation of a two-headed dog. Using a large German shepherd he named Brodyaga, or Tramp, as the host, and a smaller dog, Shavka, as the donor, Demikov spent 3.5 hours performing the unthinkable. Shavka's lower body was amputated, her heart and lungs kept functioning until the last moment before transplant. Then her head and neck were attached to Brodyaga's body through intricate vascular connections. The result was astonishing. Both heads could move, drink water, and bark independently. But this strange creation was short-lived. After just 4 days, a damaged vein caused the two-headed dog to die prematurely. Demikov believed it could have survived longer, as his longest-living two-headed dog endured 29 days. This disturbing experiment demonstrated groundbreaking advances in surgical techniques, but left an unsettling legacy in its wake. While medical breakthroughs are often celebrated, some come with a dark backstory. Dr. Saul Krugman's work on hepatitis, rubella, and measles vaccines in the mid-20th century is a haunting example of this. Krugman's research centered on the Willowbrook State School, a facility for mentally disabled children. In a shocking breach of ethics, he deliberately infected children with hepatitis, using samples derived from the stool of infected patients. These were mixed into the children's food and even chocolate milk. The experiments continued for years, despite widespread criticism. It wasn't until the Willowbrook scandal broke in 1987 that the full extent of these unethical practices was revealed. While Krugman's work contributed to life-saving vaccines, it came at an unthinkable cost to the most vulnerable. In the shadow of World War II, Japan's Unit 731 carried out some of the most horrifying human experiments ever recorded. Led by Shiro Ishii, this secret division in the city of Pingfang became the epicenter of Japan's biological warfare program. At least 3,000 men, women, and children were used as human test subjects, or marutas, a term meaning logs. Their suffering was unimaginable. Prisoners were buried alive to observe the effects of suffocation. Others were exposed to grenades at various distances, their bodies studied to analyze the damage. Some were tied to stakes and used as targets for flamethrowers, germ-releasing bombs, and chemical weapons. Victims endured frostbite experiments, their hands deliberately frozen and then thawed to study tissue decay. These experiments were designed to refine Japan's biological warfare tactics, with devastating results. When the war ended, Unit 731 scientists destroyed much of their work to hide the evidence. But even more shocking was their fate. In a secret deal with the United States, Shiro Ishii and his colleagues were granted immunity from prosecution in exchange for their research data. This horrifying chapter of history was buried, with justice denied to the thousands who suffered and died. These experiments reveal the darkest depths of human ambition and the devastating consequences of unchecked power. They stand as stark reminders that science must be guided by ethics, lest we repeat these horrors. If you found this story compelling, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into history's untold stories.